What's up, man?
That tow truck guy's literally been pulling up and fucking impounding every tow truck he sees, whether it's marked or not. And it's starting to annoy me because I was literally parked here. It's not my fault that there's literally red lines every other fucking bay. If they give me a shorter tow truck, I will use it, but they don't have one. And
what do you think you're gonna do about it?
Well, one.
Because you got robbed the other day, right? Now it feels like you're being pushed around.
The thing is, those guys aren't here any longer soon anyways, because they're going to get deported. Because there's plenty of things that I've got them doing, which is not going to be kosher.
What'd you catch them doing, man?
Oh, they have an unusual skill with only hitting headshots. Every single time across multiple people in a 5-second span. When they're all in different directions, so... I mean, I wasn't going to do anything about it because it's not my place to fuck about with it because it wasn't my issue. But now, I'm just going to post...
You got to handle it. You're going to what?
I'm going to make sure that they don't come back. But they've been towing people's cars. And the thing is, it's kind of ridiculous that I got towed because my cab was actually in the... not in the red zone. Plus, my lights were on, which... I parked there specifically so they wouldn't yoink the ice cream van like they've been doing. Because that lady.
So what do you?
They've
been hitting a lot of headshots.
Yeah.
Have you got into shootouts with them?
No, I've seen them murk. They've literally been killing every other tow truck driver at the compound.
The tow compound.
Yeah, those
Jesus
guys.
Christ.
And I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. I don't want to come back here if they're not going to do anything about those guys. Because they've literally been impounding vehicles, they've been taking cop cars and chucking them in the ocean. They've been fucking doing all this shit. And no one's doing anything about it and they've still got their tow license. The worst part is, she shouldn't have really let them go. Because the thing is, she never gave me a lawful order to move that truck before they towed
So they've been shooting people at the tow compound?
Yeah. Okay. And they've been towing other tow trucks and chucking them in the ocean.
So if I sit across the street with a camera, I'll catch them doing it?
You might. I mean, I know that they've shot quite a few of my friends that are doing tow truck work.
For what reason?
Because what happens is, when anyone gets a big load, like let's say, you have 6 bikes.
I carry around a big load a lot.
Yeah. You know when you get 6 bikes on the back.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah. You know when you get 6 bikes on the back.
Talking about my testicles, son.
Yeah, but you know...
I'm talking about cum loads.
Yeah.
That's so long.
Straight up rope. Just one solid piece.
I just wish that lady gave me a lawful order to move the truck before they towed it.
So long.
Well,
I think that's
she doesn't have to really.
It should be the same as the cops and the EMS. You have to go in person to a tow lot manager to apply. So you're not doing all this bullshit. It's literally so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you, but what are we gonna do about it, man?
I don't know. Seeing it's a government job, it's a government sorting out. Fucking, it's stupid. Yeah. Because
I mean, what are we gonna do? Right? I just clock on duty and I just do, do whatever I can, but what are you gonna do about that,
I swear though, like those guys, because they've done it to me now. Every time I see that tow truck of theirs, I'm gonna pull it and just. Yeah, because I know it's a custom tow truck. It's not the impound lot tow truck. So I'm just gonna take it and move it somewhere where they can't do any harm. Because it's most likely illegally parked anyway, and I can do it.
Well, don't tell me you're gonna. You can't. I mean, I'm a cop.
Well, you can technically take anything that's illegally parked, as that's shown, because that's shown a precedent there.
Right, but you gotta impound it.
No, I technically don't have to. I can leave it at the tow lot.
Oh yeah, you could do that too. I mean, I thought you were gonna become a cop, man.
I was thinking about doing cop or EMS, but problem is, I ran into a problem with one of the rangers And it'd look bad on the cop force if I keep getting into a problem with one of the rangers as a major dick.
What happened? What ranger? Prior.
Literally every time I have an interaction with this one ranger, he's really unpleasant. Either threatens to ticket me or tickets me for bullshit. Like, he'll tell you pull over. He's done it to multiple people. He'll tell you pull over, and then as soon as your wheel touches
What's your name
one
again?
blade
I can see.
No, he's only threatened me.
Oh,
yeah. But the problem is, he caught me at a bad moment at hunting as well, where he ticketed me because I had an accident, and he impounded my vehicle locally.
Like Dick Cheney had the hunting accident?
Yeah, no. Just where I flew off the cliff because one of the tires became popped. But he wouldn't, you know. But he's every time I have an interaction.
What do you mean you flew off a cliff?
Oh, basically, the trails for hunting are pretty steep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I forgot to put the seatbelt on, so I ended up having to wait for medics. But yeah.
Oh.
I can't deal with.
Are you okay?
Rangers.
Jesus Christ.
I just can't deal with rangers, which means I shouldn't be a cop because it's the liaison between the two officers.
No, we never talk to them.
I mean, I can't stand Officer Campbell at all. I mean, Ranger Campbell. He's the worst ranger I've ever bloody met because every time you touch a single blade of grass when he tells you to pull over, that ticket.
That's kind of feels like a bit of entrapment, huh?
You know what's entrapment? The ranger rules about the hunting area. You park on the trail, you're fined for parking on the trail. You park on the grass, you're fined for parking on the grass. You nudge over into the grass from the trail, you're fined for both. At the same time. And I've seen it happen to, like, that's why I never drive when I go hunting. I always get someone else to do it because I'm not willing to take the tickets anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous at a certain point, right?
It's stupid. They should just get rid of the rangers and just make it a part of the, you know, like PD, because then they'd be on the same wavelength and not all this bullshit.
Oh man, but our department's such a mess. You don't want them.
I mean, the PD can be pretty abusive, but the thing is, at least it's
like
not
with
as
what
abusive
happened
as
just now.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty difficult. She doesn't use officer discretion. She uses the handbook, and I don't really.
The handbook.
She uses the handbook exactly as written.
Oh, the handbook. They said the handbook.
Yeah, she doesn't do the officer discretion thing, which gets kind of annoying. I know at least 3 cops that despise her, and I know at least half the population that's met her that's on the bad side and really can't stand her because of the amount of tickets. But
what cops
I don't have
like
a problem. Her? Yeah, I've heard a lot of cops don't like her.
Yeah, which ones?
I'm not saying. I don't want to get them in shit.
Oh, I thought we were friends.
I don't know who's a Life Invader streamer or not, you know, so I don't want to drop names except Campbell's.
Well, I'm not.
Because I don't like it.
You don't got to worry about me.
Yeah. Just, there's so many stupid things. Like, they shouldn't be able to tow. That fucking tow there was just, like, wrong. I was literally sitting here so the other tow truck wouldn't tow it. Because they would have put it on the hook before she finished doing it. And she would have just let them take it like she's done with multiple ones of that.
Yeah. She's got to be stopped at the end.
I'm not sure it's her fault because she's following it, but I think the other people should lose their tow truck license indefinitely because they're,
And the deportation.
I mean, it's all hearsay until it's proven, isn't it?
You just never know.
It's just the fact that they're knifing other tow truck drivers and they're fucking all this and that and shooting them, and it's kind of stupid.
I mean, I'll look into it.
I mean, if you could push it up the chain of the command, that there needs to be someone in charge of the fucking tow yard.
Well, I mean, I'm basically the chief of police at this point, so.
What?
I'm basically the chief of police at this point.
Well, if you push it up to whoever it needs to, that someone needs to stop this pirate towing and make it I mean, can it just be made part of the PD and you can just apply to be a tow truck driver at the PD?
Yeah.
I really would prefer it.
Yeah, I could probably get all that sorted.
I mean, you have my number, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get that sorted, send me a bell and I'll go apply instantly. Because I literally...
Yeah, but that kind of stuff, you know.
I mean, I don't think it can just integrate it into the police.
I mean, you did park in the red. But it's the shooting, right? That you know.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's one of those things. I mean, I suppose you should be able to do tow truck jobs privately, but it shouldn't pay as much as it does if you're doing them privately like that.
Yeah.
Like, it should pay $100 at most if you're doing it privately, maybe even just like 65.
Yeah.
Per vehicle. But if you're a police tow truck guy who's not a trooper, you know, like they're just a civilian tow truck guy contracted by the police, and you have to apply at the police, then it would be a lot more fair.
Then yeah.
Because
I can look into it, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, all this is that. What about scavenging? That's not working out for you anymore?
No, it's too low pay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a fishmonger that you can sell stuff to down south near the imports and stuff for fish, and there's a hunting guy. I mean, I talked to, you know, like them about the possibility of getting a scrap and import guy.
Yeah.
I mean, just to shore up the price. If anything, no one has to sell it. It just has to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's the way it is.
It's tough economy, man.
Yeah, tough economy. It's pretty rough. That's why everyone's doing the tow truck work. I don't think they should lower the paycheck.
Selling meth at the hotel now, too. Do you know that?
That's
not good. Nobody got druggies.
Yeah. It's just kind of...
No, that's not good.
How high up are you actually in the police?
Oh, yeah, I'm basically the chief at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I just wish there was a better way to do the tow truck stuff.
Yeah, like what?
I was told there used to be a tow yard master that would sort all this shit out, but...
A tow master? Oh.
A tow yard master, you know, like a master of the yard that you had to go to apply.
Master of the yard? No.
But yeah, but someone told me from police that they took it away a couple months ago, which I'm not quite sure that's correct, but I really do wish that they did have. It was one of the professions you did have to apply for.
Right. Because of the shooting.
I mean, to be fair, I think you should be able to own a tow truck whether or not you've got a tow license, but you shouldn't be able to take the jobs because people are just mugging and shooting people there. Just because...
we don't want that.
Unless they just chuck an ATM in there, they're going to be lazy about it, but...
Right.
But the thing is...
You think they're stealing ATMs?
I'm talking a standing ATM in there.
Oh, in there? Oh, okay. You think they're taking those?
No.
Oh,
I just wish there was an ATM in there so I could, or a teller nearby so I could store the cash.
Put an ATM in the tow yard, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I'd like it at the tow yard, you know, like give you checks that you could cash out an ATM.
Right.
Instead of these stupid envelopes that you have to open 30 bajillion of and you forget which ones have money in it.
Yeah. You've been getting a lot of tows if you got a bunch of envelopes.
What's it called? I tend to, after today, I've been banking after every 3 or 4 envelopes because those guys have just been rough. I've been doing it for.
They've been taking money too.
They've been.
Oh man.
What they do is.
So then you get cash from the tow yard, and then they take that.
Yeah, basically what happens is it's the same bullshit. They just turn around if they see you've got a big payout with a load of vehicles on the back. You know, like you got a couple bikes. They'll turn around and they'll just be like, "Hey, guess what? I don't like that you're on our turf," and then they just shoot you. Yeah, they said on our
Maybe you
turf,
should get a group together and you guys could like protect each other.
It's just the fact that it's just the fact that it's just a lot. I mean, it's a pretty bad reason to shoot someone.
Right.
Like,
Over
and
money.
then go through. Yeah, and then just go through their pockets.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm a loot crate from Fortnite at this point.
Yeah, that means 2 weeks, right?
Well, yeah. It's just hard to prove. The problem is you've got to get it classified as a good reason or not a good reason, and depending on who
Then the,
looks at
then
it.
the schnozberries come into play, and that's a whole nother.
Yeah, and then if they want to drag it out into the court system in up at City Hall instead of going the route that I would have preferred for what they're doing, you know.
Yeah. We got Michael Jackson up there doing whatever he wants.
I mean, it has. I mean, this city has a lot of potential, but they really need to sort some of these major glaring issues. I would put a suggestion in to the government that the fact that I don't know how many people will just downvote it for the sake of downvoting it, even though it is a valid reason why they should not allow just any civilian to be able to take vehicles for the police impound.
Yeah.
I mean, it should at least be a unit in
Well, the
PD
problem is,
that-
Obama put all these lizard people into power, and I mean, now we're dealing with the,
Yeah, I mean, you reckon though it should be part of the PD, the civilian sector of the PD that you have to apply to do the towing impound vehicles.
Yeah, absolutely. Or else, speak it or get the hell out.
Yeah, I mean, another thing I wish is that there was only one tow option, two tow options for the cops. Like either free of charge, that's done as a local one,
Right.
immediately, and one that's this fixed rate that's charged from the distance from the tow impound lot.
Yep.
So as soon as you put
3,
that ticket,
stretch your ball sack over the car. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they're doing, basically, right?
yeah. I mean, if it, and after about 30 minutes to an hour of that car sitting there, it just gets picked up by local afterwards. If no one's going to get it towed.
Right.
Because half the time the tow markers disappear on the GPS from dispatches.
And I think half these locals are actually real people. Pretending, I don't trust them.
I mean, I might go get some plastic surgery and just make sure I look like a local and act like a local.
Yeah.
May get run over more,
Yep.
but I can always hide in plain sight.
That's not a bad idea. You get veneers and fillers.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm wondering if I could do this.
Yeah. I'd say go for it. You got the thumbs up
Oh.
from me.
Yeah. I swear to God, though, those guys are the worst. Like, that guy's nice. He doesn't
Right.
infringe on people. He actually is reasonable.
The problem is they'll just come around and tread on you.
May as well ask him if he's been robbed by those guys yet.
Ask them.
Hey, buddy in the tow truck, have you been robbed by that 4 cab that's been running around, the yellow one?
I don't know if he can hear. You might have to go up to him.
Hey, buddy in the tow truck, have you been robbed by that 4 cab, yellow cab truck? I think he's deaf and mute.
Yeah, he just.
So long.
But yeah,
This
those
is, what,
guys.
this is what I'm talking about with that guy was a local.
Yeah, I mean the worst part about those 4 cab yellow cab for whatever it is, the custom cab guys that pulled my truck, is that they keep going in the boots that are impounded.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're doing some sort of weird shit. Because
what do you think they're doing?
They open the boot and then they impound the vehicle while the guy's in the boot.
Yeah. And you know, they got Walt Disney's brain down there in the bottom of Disney World. We all know that.
Yeah. It's kind of weird though. You know?
Yeah, no, I think so too.
Some Matrix shit.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
I think it's because in the tow log it said if you take something out the boot when it's impounded, it says in the tow log that you've stolen something. Because it'll have, you know, like when it's picked up in between and when it's impounded, and obviously fingerprints in the boot. But for some reason, I don't think the fingerprints get left there if the vehicle's impounded and they're still trying to look at the boot.
Well, and then but who's writing all that down? Right?
I don't know.
Well, exactly. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just don't know what to do at this point because I'd need more. I'd need video evidence off my truck, wouldn't I? But then again,
Yeah,
I don't know if the government accepts all of that.
Right, southbound.
I mean, I would think so.
I know the court system don't.
Any additionals ready at an RPD? Not
Government probably would though.
Yeah, I'm probably
point,
gonna try.
right? I mean, I think you should.
Yeah, I think I should gather more evidence because there's no timer on evidence for the government, is there? The more evidence I have, the chance I might be permanently deported for the stuff they're doing.
The tow truck drivers?
Yeah, because if I have multiple occasions that they've done that stuff.
With the shooting.
Yeah, the shooting and the weird, you know, like trying to take stuff out of people's trunks.
Yep. Stealing.
I think I might be able to get them deported to somewhere else, but anywhere but here.
Yeah. Make the city a better place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've never.
We all know what happened to Tenema Square. Right?
I've never actually had a problem being parked up on scene. Even if the cops say it's not being towed. Because I just park there so other tow truck drivers don't try and hook it and pull it before it's marked. Because it's pretty scummy, because they can charge a drop fee.
And you know, and the worst part about it, they don't even care.
Yeah. I mean, I think my tow truck being taken is more of a issue with SOPs.
Right.
I mean,
SOPs, OPP.
To be fair,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
OPP?
Not quite.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah. Maybe I might have to see if they can change the police handbook so if the lights are on a tow truck, it's not illegally parked or something.
The emergency lights.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd assume that'd matter, because I think mine were on.
Bro, it just feels like no one gives a shit about guys like us anymore.
I mean, they at least try and sort out what you're supposed to be doing, but they fuck it up a little bit half the time. But
yeah, it kind of seems like that anytime there's anything, you know, they just side with guys like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But guys, that's why we got to get our guy in there in November.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, is there a mayor of the city?
I don't think so.
So you would say that position would probably be vacant?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I might have to inquire about that because...
Think you could do it?
Because...
Yes!
Not that I could do it, but
I think you could do it.
But America can change laws locally
Yes!
with a decree, can't it?
Yes!
As long as it's not
Yeah!
bullshit.
I think you could do it. I mean, who else is going to do it? I mean, you've been a victim of so many crimes at this point, right?
I've literally done nothing legal, and I've been crime. Somebody's been crime
EMS said right
using
now,
that. They
Yeah,
wanna
you've been
pick on me.
crimed more than
That's
anyone.
so long.
Yeah,
Crimed.
it's just weird.
Get crimed. Been
I mean, to
crimed.
be fair though, it's not like it's going to cost me anything that they've impounded my rental, is
Help! I'm getting crimed.
Because you know something, that tow truck
Oh,
guy
God,
doesn't get angry if I've still got the key. Because it's in his impound lot.
Oh, right.
Because it's already in the impound lot, he's just
Yeah.
like, just bring back the key. So
You get the key.
I've still got the key
Right.
because I turned the engine off because I don't want to run out of fuel. So I'm just going to go back, turn the key in,
Yep.
and then pull another one out.
Get another one out. Yep.
Maybe they should stop the tow truck rentals and make it so you actually have to buy your own.
Yeah, I mean, they're not that. You just get the money from scrapping, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the... is it the Maverick that has the vintage look to it? The Maverick tow truck.
I'm not too sure. I don't know my tow trucks.
It's
too.
the one
I just
with-
know
it's-
fighter jets at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
When I
about.
got in trouble last time for
Seen
talking
Top Gun?
shit, he put me as an alert.
Yeah?
The guy put my voice as an alert
Both of
on
them?
his stream.
No. I've got to watch the original.
Oh, yeah, that's the best
Units
one.
at Bullen Bridge, take onto a truck.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch that one.
I'm also thinking of putting my tow trucks when I buy them in an LLC as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because it protects them legally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now, you got an LLC?
I'm gonna work on
You
it.
get
It's
one.
only $900. 9,000.
For an LLC?
Yeah, for a company, yeah. I mean,
What are you gonna
to be
call it?
fair, I'm gonna call it something stupid and then try and get a contract with the police so they have to say it every time that I ring
Like
up.
what?
Hookers towing or something stupid like that.
Like poop. Poopy poop.
We tow everyone but Rangers.
That's
There
so
you go.
long.
Don't like the Rangers.
I mean, I don't mind the Rangers. There's certain Rangers that there's a Ranger that's switching career paths and trying to get into the PD. He's a nice guy.
We got Tequila as well that did that. I gotta talk to her.
Yeah, I think it's the newest guy that's trying to switch. I'm not sure.
Jesus
Oh.
fucking Christ.
Oh, sorry, partner.
That's okay. 1 second.
What's up, boys? Whoa.
Anyways, I mean, yeah, they gotta do something about, you know, all that
Yeah.
shit.
To be fair, I think it'd be better a recommendation coming up from a high up cop that just made the towing come under application through the LSP, through the
Yeah,
San Andreas PD.
yeah.
I mean, because it's like piracy. You should be able to have a tow truck, but you should have to clock in at the PD to, you know, do it.
That's so long.
You know, do the government jobs. Because it is a government job at the end of the day.
Be a little better regulated then, right?
Yeah, they need better regulation because it's too much.
Right,
Like,
right. I gotta get this guy to the hospital before he dies.
Get out of here.
See you later.
oh, what a shame.
Yeah, I know.